You simply cannot make this stuff up. Tonight was Johnny Gaudreau's return to Calgary for his first game back after leaving the team abruptly in free agency last year, and a hostile crowd environment was to be expected. But what I don't think anyone saw coming came in the first when Gaudreau broke out on a breakaway, gets hooked, and the official calls a penalty shot. Now, the crowd was just going nuts, but he comes down, given a golden opportunity, he shoots, and it's wide. And just listen to the reaction. It was seriously just wild stuff, and Pete Kadri on the bench, no goal. Now, I'm neutral here personally, not necessarily a fan of either team, but I honestly wanted him to score here. This would have just been a pretty iconic moment given the circumstances. Now, the boos today were obviously expected, as I said, so what was actually hilarious was a clip that showed up before the game of the Blue Jackets skate where they helped Gaudreau out, getting him ready for the game as his teammates booed him. Now this too was pretty awesome, but back to the game. So again, he missed this one, keeping it scoreless, but with just under 4 minutes to go in the first, Weegar down low gets it to Dewar, who absolutely blasts one on net, and at first, in a weird sequence, no one seemed to know where it was, but he shot it so hard the puck got jammed into the back of the net, and this was a goal. Just a perfectly placed shot, getting the Flames up by 1. Then into the second now, and on another bit of an odd play here, in the Jackets zone, the puck kind of bounces around and eventually finds its way to Kadri, who spins around and scores his 19th of the year. He just kind of gets left alone in front here, finds the puck, and is able to put it home. Now at this point, the game was pretty lopsided, as Calgary and the Flames were out shooting Columbus pretty bad and just seemed to be buzzing. But just as we passed the midway point of the game on the power play, the Jackets in the offensive zone and Gaudreau with a great feed back to Marchenko, and he gets it to within just 1. Then immediately getting back on the power play, the Jackets work the puck, and Gaudreau, again, this time feeding Laine, he scores, and we're tied. And this was just an absolutely filthy pass by Johnny here, just perfectly timed, a thing of beauty. Later in the period, and just as a penalty had expired, on a failed clearing attempt, the Flames take back the lead as Mangiapane scores. Coleman just does a great job here, stopping the clearing attempt. Buckland gets it to the front of the net, and Mangiapane puts it into the back of the net. Now that was it for the second, so into the third we go. The Jackets, from their own end, get it up. Laine chips it forward, they get loose on a 2-on-1, and Boone Jenner rips one past Vladar, and the captain gets the game all squared up at 3 apiece in what turned into a dandy of a game. But that was it for this one, so we're headed to overtime. With the game on his stick, Laine gets in and just couldn't get it done. And then 2 sketchy non-calls here back to back leads to a 2-on-1 for the Flames, and Dubé scores to win the game. A nice feed from Mangiapane, and Dubé rips it home, and that was all she wrote. Now again, this all started, especially that second one, I think that definitely could have been called as a hooking penalty, but either way, that was this one. Now, Korpisalo played a fantastic game, getting 45 saves on the night, and the Jackets just couldn't get it done for him. As for Gaudreau, he got 2 assists on the night, and played honestly a great game in my opinion. But that's it for me. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one.